Chapter 1. The Arctic, the Way of Life. The hunter hears only his feet on the ice. He is alone, under the big sky, in the silence. Wherever he looks, there is white. He is a dark dot on the landscape, moving slowly, carefully, constantly. Someone who had not been born here would see no landmarks. But the hunter knows this landscape as he knows the wrinkles in the palms of his own hands. He knows how far he can safely go before the sea ice starts to give way under his weight. He knows how to read the sky and the wind for approaching storms. He's out for bear, polar bear. Inuit of Canada live in what most of us would consider one of the most inhospitable climates in the world. They are hunters and fishers who know how to be self-sufficient in a harsh climate. They are attached to their land and their traditions so much so that it's difficult to know where the land ends and the traditions begin. During the short summer, they make jerky from the caribou they hunt. In the winter, they dig holes in frozen lakes to drag up nets full of wriggling char, which can be made into soup or just eaten raw like sashimi. Hunters head out to fish for salmon, or to hunt seals, walrus, polar bears, and caribou. In the winter, you have to keep moving. A tent will turn the ice beneath to slush after a while, so moving the tents around is a frequent task in the hunting camp. And if you're walking, you have to keep moving. If you stop, you will freeze. If you fall asleep, you will never wake. Inuit are moving all year, traditionally living in a semi-nomadic life, in snow-built dwellings on the sea ice in winter, hunting seals and fish, then in springtime, living on the coast. As summer comes, they move inland to hunt caribou and supplement their diet with berries and birds' eggs. They use the kayak, or umiak, an Inuit invention, for hunting seals, and bigger boats to look for beluga and bowhead whales. At least, that's their traditional way of life.
Chapter 11. California. Fire as friend, fire as foe. The people are running. Deer are running. Garter snakes burrow deep under tree roots. Elk hunker down in the stream, only antlers and nostrils above water. Insect brothers hide in logs or scuttle for safety. The people are burning. Resins in pine sap spit. Flames soar. Willow's leaves wilt as the fire comes closer. Grasses blaze. Fir splits. Oak sunders. Fire as tall as a tree. Grandfather in the sky, protect our people. I'm seeing a wall of fire, so bright my eyes hurt, so hot my skin feels as if I'm burning. It's been going for days. You see the smoke, you think it's a volcano. You can see it miles off. It keeps going. It moves, it runs, it jumps. It goes 40 miles an hour, faster than I can run, and I'm up against it with a hose. I'm not going to win. Used to be, the wind dropped, the fire would go out, ran out of fuel eventually. Now, the fire's got its own life. It just keeps going. Can't see properly, can't breathe properly, but the fire department doesn't give up easily. Joe opens the envelope. He's just finished breakfast on the balcony of his architect-designed house, with a view of the pine woods and the far horizon. His dream house. He and Marina have worked hard for it. He unfolds the letter, takes a look at it, and says, "Holy—" Now, Joe," says his wife, "none of your language." He passes the letter to her. "What the—" Now, he says, "none of your language." Their home insurance has just tripled.